The hardest thing about living on an unstable income isn't just earning less money, it's learning how to be content with what you already have. I don't have a job, and my husband doesn't have a stable income either. Over time, we've learned how to live simply and keep our expenses low. Today, I'll share exactly what our life costs each month. Our total monthly expenses are less than what some people spend on rent alone. And I'll show you the breakdown later in the video. For a long time, I didn't think much about budgeting. Like many people, I enjoyed browsing online. Sometimes I would look at online shops just out of curiosity. I wasn't always planning to buy anything, but somehow I would always find something cute, useful, or interesting. I start by saying I'm just looking, and then a few minutes later, I'm thinking about adding something to my cart. Sometimes it's because it's on sale. And sometimes it's simply because I don't have it yet and think it might make life a little better. I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to buy so many shoes and bags whenever they were on sale. Different styles, different colors, and I thought they were all important to me. Because I had a stable income, I didn't pay much attention to how much I was spending. I just bought what I wanted without thinking twice. Years later, many of those things ended up sitting in storage, unused, and forgotten. Looking back, I realized it was a huge mistake. I wasn't buying because I needed them, I was buying because I could. Now, I see things differently. Before I buy something, I ask myself if it will truly add value to my life or if it's just another temporary want. It's a lesson that took me years to learn, and it's something I will never do again. Things began to change when I no longer had a job. Suddenly, I had to be much more careful with money. I couldn't rely on a regular paycheck anymore, and the savings I had weren't unlimited. I started thinking differently about every purchase. At the same time, my husband didn't have a stable income either. Some months are better than others, and there are times when work is slower than expected. When your income isn't predictable, you quickly learn that you can't spend money the same way every month. That's when budgeting became important to us. To be honest, I didn't learn this overnight. It took time. There were still moments when I wanted to buy things that weren't necessary. There were still times when I felt tempted to spend money just because I wanted something new. Thankfully, my husband is very good at managing money. He often reminds me not to spend too much time browsing online shops. He knows how easy it is to get tempted. These days, our life is centered around keeping our expenses low and living within our means. It's not because we don't enjoy nice things. It's because we know there are months when income may be lower, and we'd rather be prepared than stressed. Right now, our goal is to keep our expenses as low as possible. To do that, we set our cravings aside and focus on what we truly need. We have a rule: We only buy special food or treat ourselves when we achieve something or reach a goal. It helps us stay within our budget while still having something to look forward to. This is simply the way we choose to live. We can't live like millionaires one day and struggle the next. That's why we try to be careful with our spending. Buying everything we want isn't a good idea, especially since there are months when my husband doesn't have work. Instead, living within our means is the best thing we can do and appreciate the simple things in life. One thing that helps us stay on track is making a grocery list every month. Before we buy anything, we sit down and think about what we actually need. We write everything down and try our best to stick to the list. We also shop at local markets whenever possible. The prices are often more affordable, which helps us save money and stay within our budget. It isn't always perfect, but having a plan helps us avoid unnecessary spending. Cooking at home has become one of the biggest ways we save money. Instead of eating out often, we prepare simple meals at home. Another thing we've learned is to separate needs from wants. Needs are the things we can't live without: food, rent, utilities, and basic household necessities. Wants are the things that can wait, the things we'd like to have but don't necessarily need right now. That doesn't mean we never treat ourselves. We do. But we've created a simple rule. Whenever possible, we save special treats for special occasions or achievements. It makes those moments feel more meaningful. When you don't buy everything immediately, you learn to appreciate things more. And honestly, some of the things I wanted months ago don't even matter to me anymore. That realization taught me something important. Sometimes the urge to buy disappears if you simply give it time. Since we're talking about budgeting, I thought I would share a simple breakdown of our monthly expenses. Our rent is approximately $235 per month. Water and electricity cost around $25 per month. For groceries, we spend about $103 per month. And for internet and phone plan is about $30. Cleaning supplies around $5. We also spend around $15 on hygiene products such as soap, shampoo, toothpaste, and conditioner. Some of these products last for several months, so this amount is based on a monthly average. We also buy cooking gas, which we purchase every couple of months, so we calculate that separately as part of our overall budget. It costs about $15 every 2 months. When we add everything together, our basic monthly expenses come to around $420.5. Everyone has their own way of managing money. Depending on where you live, our monthly expenses might seem low, average, or even high. In some countries, our entire monthly budget might only cover rent. In other places, people may earn enough money that they don't need to think about every purchase. And that's okay. Every situation is different. This isn't about saying one way of living is better than another. This is simply the way we live. It's the system that works for us. Because we don't have a stable income, we have to be more intentional with our spending. Tracking our expenses helps remind us where our money goes. It keeps us accountable, and most importantly, it helps us avoid financial stress during difficult months. Living simply isn't always easy. There are still things I would love to buy. There are still moments when I see something online and think that would be nice to have. But I've learned that peace of mind is worth more than many of the things I used to want. These days, I find joy in different things. A home-cooked meal, a month where we stay within our budget, a quiet day at home. The simple things that often go unnoticed. This lifestyle has taught me that happiness doesn't always come from having more. And while our life may not be perfect, I am grateful for the lessons it continues to teach me every day. Thank you for spending 12 minutes of your day with me today. I truly appreciate your time. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Take care and stay safe.